I've just watched the most sophisticated movie of 2021. And obviously that's a bold claim. So why would I say that? Because this movie is based on which perception you choose to follow. And based on that perception, this movie will change subgenres. So hear me out. And the movie in question is called I Live Alone. It stars Bonnie Aarons, nyalingmarenah, and krsyfox, who also plays in this movie. I Live Alone tells the story of a 16-year-old Parker who has to go and stay with her reclusive loner Aunt Len while her mother is in the hospital. Parker then quickly realizes that her aunt is living a life of solitude for a very dark and horrific reason. If you accept the perception you see with your eyes, this movie is a science fiction movie. But if you accept the movie as an unreliable witness, then make no mistake, this would indeed become a slasher movie. Now, I'm not gonna lie. 15 minutes in this movie had me looking at my phone and I was saying, you know what? I'm done. Next. But then Aunt Len does something and it changes the outlook of the movie. There are several twists in this movie. Twists that would make you believe that this is a slasher movie. Then Aunt Len does something else and it further sells the idea that this is your artsy type of slasher movie. But then something else happens. You didn't realize that this movie just changed genres. It is now science fiction. But at the very end there, you, the audience, have a decision to make. You either take Aunt Len at her word or consider Aunt Len a very unreliable source. And this is why I say this. In the movie Joker, Arthur Fleck tells a story, and if you accept his word at face value, then he's a man misunderstood. A man you can relate to. A man that society tried to forget. But if you choose to believe that Arthur is the Joker and a lot of what he says is unreliable, then he is indeed a serial killer and is thus the clown prince of crime. This movie does that, but I guarantee you that you will never see it coming. The acting is not the best, but Bonnie Aarons carried this movie. She does things with the Len character that make you want more. And the only downside to this movie is actually the good part. It's only 1 hour long. A 1 hour long movie that has so many layers and acts, which is something filmmakers really need to start seeing if the movie that they make can be cut to 1 hour. And maybe this should be the standard unless needed. But I will say this, if this is what krsyfox can do with 1 hour, then I shudder to think what she can do with 2. Because this is some top-notch storytelling. So who would like this movie? If you're the type of person who likes to follow a garden path only to have the rug be taken from up under you, then you should go and watch this movie. But if you're the type of person who wants more straightforward storytelling, then you might skip this. But this is indeed a horror movie. But as for what subgenre this becomes is very dependent on if you trust the storyteller as a reliable source of information. If you do trust the storytelling, then it's a science fiction movie. But if you do not, it is indeed a slasher film. And this is a remarkable concept to wrap your head around. So yeah, go and watch I Live Alone.